unironically, I'm not even joking when I say this. I think streamers have played a negative role in Japanese politics and have made them even more racist towards foreigners. I genuinely believe this. Like, Johnny Somali might have literally played a formative role in, like, Ice Poseidon and shit, might have literally played a formative role in hardening the already existing xenophobic stances in Japanese society. Like, I'm not even joking. Every time a Kick streamer or a Twitch streamer or someone does some shit in Japan, it makes it into Japanese national news. Every time a tourist does something up, it makes it to Japanese national news, and everybody talks about it for weeks on end. That crazy party that was doing a rally that we just kind of encountered, the orange one, Sanseido. Yeah, Sanseido. It turns out that party's gaining some prominence. In the last election, they had 1 seat. Now they have 14 seats. So now they have 15 total seats. And that is a Japan First anti-immigrant party. My goats, unfortunately, the JCP, the Japanese Communist Party, despite the fact that their newspaper literally tanked the LDP with their broad coverage over their scandals, has lost seats. In the last election, they had 11 seats. They won 3 seats. The seat change is a seat. Now they have 7 seats, so they lost 4 seats. LDP, on the other hand, was a major loser in this circumstance, losing 18 seats as well. HasanAbi Sanseido's 10th pillar of their project is returning the Japanese eating habits centered on rice in order to regain the Yamato spirit. Yes. Funny part is Sanseido is very socialist for ethnic Japanese. Yeah, I wonder who else had opinions like that. You mean to tell me they're a national socialist party? Current trends in Japan. It's so awesome how over the past few years I've heard from people who only traveled to Japan on how great it was and how much better it was in America. And then you see the last election stuff and everyone there has turned into Mecca and voting far right. Changes in Japanese views from 2016 to 2025 from Ipsos polling. This is a friend of the show, Mr. Jeffu, our Japanese reporter. Japan is in decline, went from 40% to 70%. Ignored by traditional parties, went from 39% to 68%. Prioritize hiring nationals if jobs are scarce, went from 38% to 60%. Immigrants are taking jobs, went from 12% to 36%. Fertile ground for Sanseido. Sanseido is the anti-immigrant Japanese nationalist party. They're a cult. They have like really kooky beliefs. But to be fair, most Japanese political expressions revolve around cult-like tendencies by American standards especially. It's not really that confusing. It's funny how he conveniently ignores the difference in electoral systems between Japan and the U.S. Imagine if the U.S., a party we've never heard before, took Senate seats in several states. Yeah, it's unthinkable. But in the U.S., that's simply because everything is first past the poll here. Oh, yeah. A foreigner served as an advisor to the Japan First Party. What the fuck? Matt Brainerd, a former Trump campaign staffer who founded Look Back America, an organization that supported the January 6th defendants, appeared on OAN as a Sanseido party advisor. Wait, so they got a bald American Trump MAGA guy in the foreigners party? They're getting their foreigners notes from a foreigner? What? That makes no dang sense. No, they do not love white people. They do not love white people. Sanseido does not love white people, bro. What are you talking about? No, they straight up, their number one policy is like every foreigner, Japan for Japanese only. So this guy was like, yeah, I hope you kick me out of the country. I hope you win. And then make sure that people like myself can never have a job here again. That's cool. No more Bakagaijin party being advised by a Bakagaijin. Meanwhile, NHK party is all about the MAGA aesthetic. Thread, interesting posters of the 2025 Japan upper house election. The first poster features leader of the fringe NHK party declaring himself to be the Japanese Trump. He's wearing a MAGA, not Make Japan Great Again hat. And his poster says he is against illegal immigration. The word illegal is in very small font. He's also wearing a bandage on his head because apparently his slash wound from a March 2025 machete attack has not yet healed. Yeah, I mean, they're irrelevant. Here's another example in English from LDP incumbent Nishida Shoji. Return to Japan. From where? Sounds like a poor translation of Abe's Take Back Japan. You may remember Nishida from my previous thread on his views about Jewish people. Wait, what? There's at least one case of possible defamation on a poster. An incumbent CDP lawmaker has filed a criminal complaint against the NHK party candidate Maeda Taichi for a poster that makes an allegation about a scandal in her personal life. His poster says, don't forgive CDP candidate censored, over censored. The media is censoring the information, so I added the gray box. The anti-immigrant sentiment in Japanese politics is so funny because, dude, your population is dying. You need immigrants. You literally just need immigrants. There's no other way around this, okay? And you don't have any immigrants. You have a tiny, tiny percentage of the population that are migrant workers. You need more. Japanese people are basically all 78 years old. You literally just need immigrants. Everything that I learned about Japanese politics, I don't really like, I'll be honest with you, unfortunately. But I will say this, they don't really like anti-establishment populism. Like it's just all out of whack. It's very difficult to explain Japanese politics with American terms. I know I can like explain like other countries and their politics by like kind of drawing comparisons to American politics. In Japanese politics is very, very difficult to explain. Like, for example, one of the reasons why the JCP it doesn't have like a lot of the youth vote is because they're seen as like old and outdated. Part of the reason why the JCP still even has fandom is because they're like anti-military. It's just, yeah, it's communist aunts and aunties, but like they're not even communist. Like JCP is not a communist party. They just have retained the name communism, but they're not actually a communist party. Let's be real. They're not even remotely a communist party. If not communist, what would you say the JCP is? Current iteration of JCP is just like a center-left party by international standards, like barely a social democratic party. Maybe people will get mad at me for saying that, but yeah, I mean, the communist parties that exist right now, especially communist parties that exist within the American periphery, are all social democratic parties, barely. There have been massive purges, slowly but surely, in every single political formation all around the globe, wherever America has maintained its influence, where all of the revolutionary elements have been absolutely destroyed in every single one of these communist parties. That's it. Reiwa is not that different from JCP, just leftist infighting. As a JCP member, Reiwa is not that different from JCP, it's just leftist infighting. Yeah, they hate the CPC, obviously, but everyone in Japanese politics hates the CPC. Or rather, they act like they hate the CPC, but the reality of the matter is, you know which party loves the Communist Party of China? The fucking LDP. So it's not like... like they say they hate China. They say they hate the Chinese party, the Communist Party of China, but they actually kind of like the Communist Party of China. And the reason why they like it is because of trade and how important trade is to Japanese interests. So, you know, none of it fucking makes sense.